We gotta show love, y'all. This is what the show was all about. And when someone like this figure calls it a career, we have got to show love. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. Shout out to Diana Taurasi, Kobe Bryant, the great Kobe Bryant named her the White Mamba, and we'll break down what it means for her retirement, how it is great for the league, and what she has accomplished in her past, present, and of course the future of the WNBA, and much, much more, y'all. Let's get it.
To the right hand, being caught. Oh, intercepted by Michael. Oh, no! Intercepted by Cincinnati. Start loading. It looks up to that. The bases start loading and the Ava. Oh, no! Keith Lee. Oh, a double team. Come on, PJ. Forrest, one. Oh, PJ fell out. 2, 3 strikes. I get up, PJ. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome, all sports fans, everyone across the nation. This is another episode of Uneducated Sports Talk. I am your host, Carlos Clayton, and we're going to break down the retirement of who I would call, the GOAT of the WNBA, the wonderful Miss Diana Taurasi, and she has proven it year after year after year. Her longevity speaks volumes of what her career has become. She is the WNBA leader in points scored, and she can do it in a variety of ways. Three pointers, mid range game, take it to the rack, and she's done it all her WNBA career. The Phoenix Mercury's leader. She's been with one team the whole entire time, almost Kobe Bryant esque, if you would say that. So shout out to Diana Taurasi. I'm gonna break down what it all means for her. But before we get into that, please hit that like button, y'all. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button on our road to 3,000 subscribers, and let us know in the comments, man, how much you respect the great Diana Taurasi, man. Hey, some names thrown at you right now. Brianna Stewart. We got Asia Wilson. We've got Paige Beckers in college. We've got Ryan Howard. We've got Jewel Lloyd. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on about what she means to this league. And let's not forget about Caitlin Clark, the future as well of the WNBA. But before we get into all that, let you know that she is the pioneer. Without Diana Taurasi and her excellent career, there would not be a lot of talk about the WNBA. Yes, it was established in the mid '90s or late '90s, excuse me, '97 I believe was the first year, and the Houston Comets where you had Cheryl Swoop and gang were just dominant. Cynthia Cooper, they were dominant, right? But it didn't have a natural buzz. Those ladies were kind of older in age, and they retired. I wouldn't say quickly, but someone like Cooper, Cynthia Cooper, she retired vastly quickly, but because of her age. But you needed fresh blood. And before we get even to her WNBA career, let's get to her college career, because when you hear about women's basketball right now, currently, it's all about South Carolina. We know what Don Staley's done for that program, and it's all about South Carolina. But back then, it was all about Connecticut. And where did that kind of start? To me, resonated with Diana Taurasi and that group or core of women that came um, for Connecticut and brought them to the heights. Mind you, college basketball for women was much, much, much greater than the WA, and it kind of still is to this day. But obviously, the WA is creeping up there again. But it was all about college basketball for these young ladies, man. And the face we saw was Diana Taurasi, and she was just a lethal scorer. I mean, career average, y'all, 18.8 points per game. Let's just round and say 19. How about that? Be nice. 3.9 rebounds. Let's round and say 4. And it was have 4.2 assists. Let's keep it right there. 4.2 assists for her career. This is a career that has gone 20 years. She was the number one overall pick in 2004 to the Phoenix Mercury, and she has never left that franchise. And she has been dominant. Even in her third year in the league, she averaged a whopping 25.3 points per game in '06. Lethal score from all across the board, even dominating so much with the great late Kobe Bryant. Said that's the white mamba. We know the Kobe Bryant nickname was the black mamba. He's like, that's the white mamba. And anytime you get a nickname of someone of the caliber of Kobe Bryant, and he's the one that gives it to you, it's got to feel good, and it means a whole lot more coming from someone like, Kobe Bryant. Diana Taurasi is taking that ride, man, and she has been nothing but a pillar to the WNBA. I think she has what, four championships, I believe, with the Mercury, three or four. I could be mistaken, two maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry, I forgot, y'all. But she has won her chips, right? She has dominated the league. But without her, there are none of these new players coming in. It's got to start somewhere. And although the beloved Houston Comets had that four-peat to start the WA in '97, they didn't bring that much kind of buzz until Taurasi came in with Connecticut, and then she transferred that into the WBA and had a great, great career. I mean, she has just been off the charts her whole entire career. I've got to show her nothing but love and respect. And she did it the hard way, right? Although it looked easy, she did the hard way. No shortcuts, no BS. And what I love about her is she's also pro WNBA. She is pro women's basketball to the T. Uh, some shaky stuff this year with her and Caitlin Clark, but that's a whole nother story. I'm not going to talk about that. But Diana Taurasi, she deserves all the flowers, all the accolades going her way right now. And let's get into it. She's a beast. She's a beast. What she has done presently now, right? And I like the fact the timing was perfect. She kind of knew Phoenix isn't going anywhere as a franchise right now as far as winning a WNBA championship. She's on year 20 and even still averaged almost 17 points per game her final year and took the Mercury to the playoffs, but they just couldn't get nothing done in those in the playoffs. But she was even at the 20th year of the league, she was still putting up numbers. Still putting up numbers. That is respect all the freaking way. Respect to Diana Taurasi, man. Um, Caitlin Clark has come out there and said, hey, she is one of her favorites. One of her favorites. Hell, she's one of my favorites. And I don't blame anyone for being a hardcore Diana Taurasi fan. She went there, and what I was saying was not a lot of. She didn't talk a lot of crap, if that made sense. She just backed her game up with her play. That's all she did year after year. Just backed her game up with her play, and I got to respect her for that. And I don't know who is your goat, and whoever's your goat is your opinion. I never argue with that unless it's a Jordan versus LeBron James conversation. Then I'm kind of arguing because I'm always Team Jordan. But as far as your GOAT for the WBA, mine is Diana Taurasi. She is the GOAT, but we all know that GOATs are meant to be broken. So, later on in life, it might be somebody else in 20 years. But right now, currently, my GOAT for women's basketball is Diana Taurasi. She brought the eyes. She brought the swag with Connecticut. And the game was kind of missing that because she was just young. And it was a great product. Not even going to snub the ladies of the past, But when she got in, she brought some a kind of a swagger, like I know I'm good. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna back it up, and that's all she did year after year after year, and she did a great job with it, man. We're gonna miss this kind of leader. We're gonna miss this kind of face of the WNBA. This almost feels like, damn, when LeBron James retires, we're going to realize, yo, how much he and how much she meant to their respective leagues. Diana Taurasi, I'm feeling it right now. Like, yo, without her, we would not really be talking about these great athletes coming in today for the women's side, right? The Nafisha Colliers, man, like they just wouldn't be here without that. Because let's be honest, there was a time, it could have got shaky, and the WNBA could have folded. But you need someone like Taurasi. Now you got someone like Caitlin Clark who's taken that baton from Taurasi and she's going to run with it. And I think Diana, I don't know what's going to happen next in her career. Does she want to stay in the limelight? Does she want to be a commentator? Does she want, color commentating? Does she want to be an analyst? Does she just want to sit back and just be a great mom and a great family person? I don't know. But I know whatever she's going to do, she's going to excel at it. It's almost like when Kobe retired. When you're so great for so long, and Kobe never really vocally spoke out like LeBron has about speaking out about what he wants to do after his career's over with. Kobe never spoke on it, But we did realize, man, he was so much to his family. He was so much to other crafts that, like, he was writing, he was reading, he was doing stuff like that, and it felt good because you knew that whatever he touched was going to turn and manifest into gold. That's like Diana Taurasi. I have no doubt whatever she puts her mind into, she is going to make that thing phenomenal, man. And look, we lost a great one when it comes down to the game of basketball, but her memories of what she's done in that court will forever be etched in our mind. Shout out to you, Diana Taurasi. Let us know in the comments down below, how do you feel about Taurasi retiring? Where do you rank her as? Is she your GOAT? Let us know in the comments down below, man. Hit that like button, you guys, that makes the stream pop. Hit that subscribe button as well, y'all. Thank y'all for showing love and support, man. If you love Diana Taurasi, give me a thumbs up and a heart in the comment section as well, you guys. And let's show some love to the GOAT number 3, Diana Taurasi. Phoenix Mercury never left. Stayed on the same team like Tim Duncan, baby. That's right. Shout out to Diana Taurasi. She is my GOAT, the White Mamba. Much love to you, and whatever you decide to do, I know it's going to be awesome and fantastic, just like your NBA career. She will be missed. WNBA fans, hell, sports fans in general. This is something like, she's a mega star. Although we don't treat her because she is from the WNBA, she is still a mega star. It's a big deal for her retiring. It's a huge deal in my opinion. I just hope don't. I mean, I'm not saying you can come back, but don't come back just because you kind of missed the game. Come back because you feel like you really can still play the game. But I think 20 years, I think she's had enough, y'all. Shout out to the GOAT, my GOAT, Diana Taurasi. We love you, girl, and God bless you. And here's to many, many, many more great things you're going to do after your basketball future. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. This is Uneducated Sports Talk, all sports fans. You guys know what time it is. Stay smart, stay uneducated. Peace. Love you, mama. Love you guys well. Have a blessed rest of y'all day. We're out. Shout out to you, Diana Taurasi. Number 3, Phoenix Mercury, the WNBA's all-time points leader. She retires, 20 years. It was a great, great, great